I'm back. 50 random things. We'll do number 5, day 5. Today's question is, what are 3 things that I'm fearful of, or my 3 biggest fears, if you will? You know when guys say, I'm not scared of anything.
Why you be like me? I'm brave because I fear nothing.
They're lying. There's lots of stuff that we're scared of. I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes. Clowns. Scary looking vagrants. I don't like being in the passenger seat of a car with my wife. Kidney stones. Let's give my 3 big fears. We'll start with number 3. I don't like heights. Heights freak me out. There's nothing that I like about it. You know, I'll watch these guys and they'll walk over to the building and like put their forehead on the glass 40 stories high and look down, and it just sends shivers up my spine. And I think that's all from when I was in college. There was a situation where we were out, me and a few buddies, at the Shawnee National Forest, and there was a beautiful waterfall. We were standing up on the cliff watching the water, and there's this pristine pool down below, and we were thinking maybe we should go ahead and take the jump and jump in there. Now, none of us knew exactly how deep that water was, but there were all kinds of rumors about, there was a Volkswagen way down there at the bottom of that water in those dark depths, and how a Volkswagen got to that area of Shawnee National Forest and ended up at the bottom of that, pristine pool never occurred to any of us because it didn't happen. Long story short, it looks pretty deep. As we were standing debating whether or not we were going to jump off into the water.
Do you really want to jump? Do you want to? Well, then that's fine with me.
It was probably 50, 75 feet. This gentleman shows up, some hippie, with 3 little kids. The hippie, nor any of these other children, knew how to swim. How did I know that? Because one of the kids decides to step on a wet rock and fall off the edge of the cliff into the water below. Never mind the fact that you've brought 3 children to a deep pool of water and a waterfall and you don't know how to swim. But just to stand and yell, oh my God, as the kid's in the pool down below, don't even get me started. So one of my buddies ends up jumping off the cliff into the water to get the kid and rescue the kid. I think he had some busted up ribs because he hit the water pretty hard. Good end of the story, except for that kid falling off that waterfall, and the look on that kid's face has stuck with me all these years. That kid was absolutely terrified. And something about the fall and the height and all that stuff, it just stuck with me. Not a fan of heights at all. Number 2 thing I'm scared of, confined places. Very claustrophobic. I cannot stand being constricted. I don't even like when I'm in bed and the dog will jump up on the bed and kind of bind me under the blankets. No, don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't really like being tied up, and okay, that sounded bad. Probably the worst fate I could imagine would be one where I was trapped underground, buried alive, if you will. Oh man, no. Don't, gives me goosebumps thinking about it. That's probably my 2nd biggest fear. My 1st biggest fear, it's me or someone I love getting sick. As you get older in life, you know those things are going to happen. Eventually life catches up with you, age catches up with you. I heard somebody say this really, really well. He said that being sick isn't fair. You get on a motorcycle and you take off and you crash it. I mean, that sucks, but it's kind of your fault. You knew the motorcycle was dangerous. You got on the motorcycle, you got in a wreck, you took that on. But, getting cancer, that's just not fair. It's not something that anybody should ever have to deal with. It's something like that that's not in my control for me or my loved ones, and knowing that there's nothing you can do about it. Those are my biggest fears. Not to get macabre or anything, they asked what my biggest fears are. Those are my 3 biggest fears. Let me know your 3 biggest fears in the comments below. Be interesting to see. Anyway, glad to be back. I'm out.